This is the Winning Rotation podcast hosted by Kendall and Alfred. The goal of each episode is to build the best list possible for whatever topic. If the topic is fruits, I'm trying to put together a better collection of fruits than Alfred or our guests. We build our rotations in two phases, a draft and a free agency auction. In the draft phase, we get 5 picks each, snake style. So whoever has the first pick in the first round will go last in the next round, so on and so forth. Once each person has filled out their starting 5, we move on to the free agency auction. We all get a fixed dollar amount to spend, and we'll take turns nominating items to bid on. It's completely open bidding, and the item goes to the highest bidder. We keep the auction going until we've all made 3 additions to our list. At the end, we go through our lists and discuss who built the winning rotation. Yo, it's the winning rotation. Today, we are going to build a list of dogs. Are all your dogs super famous?
You should know all the dogs on my list. They're famous to me. They're not people's dogs. We're not picking shout out Ross, Chandler, who are my sister's dogs, or like dogs we know personally, stuff like that.
I don't know if I know, I feel like a lot of my cousins out here don't have dogs. I just know, the first time I really started fucking with dogs was, honestly, when I started my job. Because people bring them to the office.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Shout out all the dogs.
Shout out to dogs, man.
Shout out June. Rest in peace, June. Shout out Ziggy.
Shout out Sam, Frankie. Our artist got a dog, Rez. Shout out to Rez. Paco. Everybody that got a dog, man, shout out, man. Is this controversial to say though that in real life, not the fictional ones, but in real life, all dogs are boys and all cats are girls?
That's not true though.
But it's a possibility. There's no way to disprove that. We're leaving that in the podcast.
No,
let us know if all dogs are boys and all cats are girls, because I really do believe that. All right, so we do have a new rule. If you want to go ahead and explain that to them.
Yeah, so after some discussion, we decided to allow trading. I don't know if you guys was listening to the Disney episode. This dude Alfred tried to. Was it the Disney episode? He tried to make me a trade.
I'll make a man out of you. I wanted that.
And we thought about it, and I think it could work. I think it could work, especially when there's episodes where it's more than just me and Alfred on the pod picking our teams. So we're gonna try it out today. This is this whole thing is like a pilot episode, I would say. I don't think we've finalized our format, right?
Yeah,
we've been kind of learning as we go.
We're always open to
seeing
suggestions
what works.
as well.
But yeah, we want to try trading out today. So as a breakdown for you guys, let's say Alfred pick something during the draft phase that I really, really want. And trading has to happen before free agency. That's the one rule here.
Right.
But yeah, if he picks something that I really, really want, I could offer him 2 of the things that I had already picked for that one thing.
Right.
That means that I would go into free agency with 4 items on my list.
Right.
And Alfred would come in with 6. So then there would be one free agency pick where I'm just bidding. I don't even have to outbid anyone, right? I could just pick it. So there's some strategy there. If there's something like a diamond in the rough that I think Alfred won't even think about, I might want to go pick that in free agency, and try and make a trade for something I want from his rotation early on. So we'll see how it goes. It might make more sense. And we don't always have to trade. That's another thing. We might be content with our teams. So, like I said, we're gonna see how this goes. I think it'll make more sense as we do more episodes, and especially do some with guests. But to us, I think it's, I don't know, a way to spice things up a bit.
Yeah, and also we're big into sports. I think trading makes any part of the off season more exciting, and we think it can bring something, like you said, spice it up a little bit in the podcast. Also, money can be traded as well.
Oh yeah. If you wanted to, let's say, could you if Alfred had picked something first overall and I really wanted it, I could offer him one of my picks plus $100. Well, I guess not 100 because then I would
You'd
have no money, but
yeah,
like $50.
yeah,
So then he would have like a bidding advantage in free agency. But I would have something I really want. So
yeah.
we're gonna
So
see how it goes. The only thing I will say is we can't trade shit that doesn't exist like on the pod. Like I can't be like trade me a pair of sneakers for.
right,
I
and
don't
this
think
is
we
a
would. I don't think
nah
we would
nah
do that.
nah, and this is a long intro, but since we're trying it out, we want to explain it as best as we can. Um, but I'm ready to get this episode kicked off.
Yeah, and also I think that all the rules will be explained on our website that is going to be launching very soon.
Yep, very soon.
So
Keep a
we
lookout.
didn't do AKAs actually, but it's your boy as always. It's your boy Kendall, aka the Jew Fran Man.
This is Alfred, aka Shampoo McTavish, brother of Soap McTavish. Shout out Call of Duty.
Not the shampoo. Did soap die?
Man, I don't remember. I might have to get that that Modern Warfare 2 campaign mode that they just remastered.
Man.
You want to just go straight into that coin toss if you got that up?
Yeah, I don't got it up, but let me go pull it up right now. I might as well just make that a homepage, to be honest.
Yeah, or get the app on your phone.
That's true. Here we go. It's tails. So you want to go first a second here?
I'm gonna go first.
All right. What dogs you gonna pick?
I'm not gonna take the one you're thinking of.
I don't know if you know what I'm thinking of.
I might. So my first pick is a dog that we mention all the time on several episodes. We both think she's fire.
I didn't even consider that.
You're a clown then. I kind of when we kind of discussed our list before, and you couldn't think of that many. I was like, he might not have this one, but I'm not taking any chances. I'm picking Roxanne the dog. Fire, like There's nothing you can say about Roxanne to make her whack. Like she's like, come on, let's hear your explanation on that one.
I don't got one. I mean, if you want Roxanne, you can have Roxanne. I mean, Roxanne was bad when we
Yep.
were younger. To me,
We haven't seen her in a long time, but she's definitely of age now.
my childhood crushes was Roxanne and Mandy Moore and J Lo.
Hey, you can still have a crush on all of them, man. It's fine. But shout out Roxanne the dog. Y'all, if y'all don't know Roxanne the dog from a Goofy movie, oops, I might have said another dog, but I'm picking Roxanne the dog. I think it's a good pick, and the way we've been talking about her on past episodes, I think we both think it's a good pick. So,
Have we talked about her on more than one?
Possible.
We
Oh,
might have. We might have talked about her on that cartoon
the
Theme
cartoon
songs one.
Yeah, when we were talking about
Because-
Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Yeah, yeah. But
Go,
all right,
everyone, go
I'm not
listen to
mad.
that
I'm not mad at that pick.
It's a good one.
All right. My back to back. Number one on my end, I'm gonna go with Buddy, Air Bud.
I had that one on mine. That's not the one that I thought you were gonna take, but
Oh, I
I'm-
got another one though. So
I'm not mad at
Buddy-
it.
Buddy, very athletic, like a dog, a golden retriever playing basketball. Like that is dope to me.
Yeah, I don't know how they trained it to do that. Airboat was actually like an okay movie. Nothing special, but definitely watchable. I did have Buddy on my list. And actually, wasn't there multiple Air Bud movies like into other sports too? So that dog might have
Yeah,
been
yeah.
good at everything. Basketball was the OG one, but
And then they had a MVP, most valuable primate. I don't even remember that one.
that was a hockey one, wasn't it? The
Yeah,
monkey
yeah,
playing
yeah.
hockey. Okay, yeah. I know that one. All right. Yeah, you got the back to back.
I gotta make sure there's nothing I want further down here. All right, I'm gonna go with the Beast from
Oh, Sandlot.
Was his name Hercules?
Yeah. I think it was. You love Hercules, dude. You for 2 straight episodes, or actually not 2 straight episodes.
we don't
'cause
know
there's gonna
when this stuff's
Yeah.
gonna drop, but shout out the Beast because they were so scared of that bull. It turned out to just be like a normal ass dog, dude.
No, it was a big dog. Didn't the fence fall on him? The fence falls on him at the end. They had to save him. But no, he chased Benny the Jet through the park, dude. and all they had to do was knock on Darth Vader's door just to get the ball back. Darth Vader slash Scar.
I'm not gonna lie though, that movie was like, have I ever told you I was like scared of dogs for most of my life?
Cause of that
That
movie.
was part of it. Was just like because of how scared those fools were of like big dogs. I just thought like every dog was just gonna try and attack me. And then my cousin, his dog. Um, oh, also for the listeners, I always say like my cousin, and like you guys have probably picked up on the fact that Alfred and I are cousins, but like cousins on different side of the family. Like I would say the name of our cousin if I was talking about like.
We got California cousins, we got Washington cousins. We might not know each other, but it's a long story.
But my yeah, one of my cousins out here, his dog, like when I was a kid, that I won't go too much into the story. This is embarrassing. But that fool just like tackled me and just like laid on top of me and like wouldn't get off. And then like ever since that moment up until like honestly probably like college. I didn't fuck with dogs at all, dude.
I ran away from multiple dogs just playing
That's
basketball
the
at
thing
people's
is like
houses, like,
that's
and
what I'm
dogs
saying,
coming up.
right?
I don't know every dog. If I don't know the dog, then I might not like him at first.
Going to like parks and stuff, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, yeah, and a dog comes up to you, and most dogs, it's like you can't. When you're a kid, you can't really tell if they're trying to play with you or like,
Right.
especially if they're big. So my instinct was always to run, and you don't
Mhm.
want to run away from a dog because they're just going to chase you,
Dogs are fast, man.
and they'll like trip you up and tackle you and stuff. So
Yeah, we had to hop fences, jump onto cars, anything,
try and get
jungle
on the big
gyms.
toy.
Dude,
You
you
call them
gotta
big toys?
nah,
The playground, like the what do you call them
jungle
on the
gym.
play? No, it's not just a jungle gym, but like the things that like sometimes they got like a slide on them too.
Yeah, jungle gym.
Oh wait, California, a bunch of weirdos.
No, we're not. Shout out California, man. Southern California. I don't know about Bay Area.
But yeah, shout out to the Beast because that dude a legend.
I'm not mad at it. Ruined them kids' summer though. They were trying to get that Babe Ruth baseball, and he didn't know who Babe Ruth was. Um, so to me,
Yeah, yeah.
all right, for my first one, I'm going with Slinky from Toy
Fuck.
Story.
God damn it.
You got that on yours?
Yeah.
He was so useful to them. Like I don't even know if he made it to Toy Story 4, but like his ability to just stretch across and like save them in multiple occasions, like with a moving truck and then Andy's mom's station wagon or whatever. Like he was super useful. He was like a slinky. You know what I mean? Like they would throw him out the window to try to rescue him all the time. I think, and he was like just like a cool character. Most of the characters on Toy Story were pretty cool. I thought his character design was cool. Um, was he Jim Varney? Was that his name? The voice, like Ernest Goes to Wherever.
I don't know. But yeah, shout out Slinky. I had a Slinky toy when I was a kid. Slinky was super dope.
You have you had the RC car, man. That
Yeah,
was
I had lots of Toys R Us. Or not Toys R Us, Toy Story
Toy Story.
toys.
Shout out Toys R Us though.
Yeah, rest in peace, Jeffrey.
Um, I have this dude, but I think I could save him. I don't think you're gonna take him. I'm gonna pick. All right, I'm gonna pick this dude right here. Man. All right, I'm gonna pick this one, and I don't remember the movie that well, but it was based off of a true story, and I'm going with Balto from the movie Balto. This dude actually saved people's lives in real life in Alaska. I think it was like he was like the what are they called them, like racing dogs or whatever, and he took the medicine from like wherever from one part of Alaska to the other, and I mean he must have been super dope in real life if they made a movie after him. So I'm going with Balto because he saved actual lives.
What are they called?
Sled dogs or something.
What was the Snow Dogs? The Cuba Gooding movie? Is that what it's called?
Yeah. Shout out to Cuba Gooding and his brother Omar Gooding, aka Mo.
Omar Gooding's fine. I don't know if you've seen Cuba Gooding been wilding. Like he be doing some bad stuff.
So Balto was a Siberian Husky sled dog.
Yeah, that's what they are, sled dogs.
Mhm.
And the Iditarod. Um, I didn't have Balto on my list, so
If we had Balto nowadays, he could save us from the corona.
I don't think
R.I.P.
so.
Balto.
I do not think so. I gotta get this one because he's like probably one of my favorite dogs ever. I don't think you were gonna pick him, but I'm gonna go with Clifford.
I knew you were gonna pick that. I had him on mine, but I don't think did Clifford talk in any of those books, or was he just a big
He
dog?
talked in a TV show. You might not have watched the TV show. There's a bit of an age gap between us.
It was a PBS one though, right? With
Yeah,
Arthur and all that. He talked though.
yeah. He's a big ass dog. Him and Emily Ann.
Yeah, shout out Clifford the big red dog. I'm not
And
mad at it.
they had like Clifford like Puppy Days. It was like a
Mm,
spinoff.
he was just a
This
regular
time.
dog at that point. He was
Yeah,
a
yeah,
puppy, but then he
yeah.
grew super big.
Shout out Clifford though. Dude, I got the biggest team. If we were drafting with a purpose and it was like if it was a basketball team, dude, I got the Shaq of dogs. I might got the LeBron of dogs in Air Bud. And then who'd the beast be, you think?
Just another big Charles Oakley type.
Robert Tractor trailer.
Something Reggie Evans. Hey, Slinky might put in work on the basketball court, man.
We might have should have drafted for basketball purposes.
Nah, because Roxanne
would have done nothing.
She wouldn't have got picked. Roxanne was fire. She would have been on the cheerleaders.
She could have been tight though. You didn't know.
Maybe. I actually thought you were gonna pick Clifford first. To be honest.
I had a feeling you. Well, actually, I also thought you were gonna pick Clifford or Buddy, number 1 overall.
Yeah,
so.
you just forgot about Roxanne though. You're messed up.
I wasn't thinking about trying to get with any of these dogs.
I'm not dating no dog. You're making it sound like I'm weird, but Roxanne fired. She had human features. She had no dog features except for the nose.
It's like when somebody wears cat ears.
Right.
There's no difference, right?
It's like she's just in a Halloween costume at all times.
But I never see nobody fire that wore cat ears.
Might be right. I gotta rewatch.
Or
Mean
like
Girls.
or like elf ears. You ever seen those people?
Like that work on Christmas as an actual elf.
Nah, they just be like, you never.
They just wear it,
dude. Like on my at my college campus, shout out to the University of Washington. There was this chick who had like, I swear to, she might have had them surgically done, dude. Because it wasn't like you just had big ears. Like I'm a roast you.
they
You
were
got big
pointy.
ears. Yeah, they were pointy, dude. And like this shit was just weird, man.
This shit might not make it into the pod, but
no. You say you would never date a girl with no teeth, but like,
why would you? That's dumb.
would you date a girl with elf ears?
Probably not.
Like if she got them surgically done.
Probably not. She'd have to have very good reasoning. Like, and I don't know. She got to be cool and have all of her teeth, and then I think about it. Shout out to all girls with all their teeth. So you went with Clifford. We got, man, that's a long tangent, but since there's only 2 of us, this episode might be straight. You got a back to back.
I'm gonna go with, this one's hard, but I'm gonna go with damn, I'm gonna go with Goofy.
I'm okay with that. That fool is goofy as hell. I kind of didn't want that fool.
Yeah, but that dude was like, he wasn't always the best dad in terms of execution, but he had good intentions and he cared, and that fool wanted to finish college. And
I was gonna say he didn't even have his college degree. He was working at that toy store, man. But he did go back and finish.
And he felt so bad, man. When I was a kid, it made me so sad when he felt so bad that like Max was like embarrassed of him and stuff. But I don't know. Goofy might be tight.
This might be questionable, but I don't know if Goofy's a dog. I read he might be a cow.
Dude, what?
Bro, look this up. We cut some of this out. Anyways, so I mean, I can't be that mad at Goofy, but at the same time I'm like, he's not that dope, to be honest with you.
Goofy's tight. He's probably out of the core Disney characters, Goofy's my favorite.
You might be right about that one.
He at least fucking wears pants. If you pick Donald Duck as your favorite core Disney character,
as my sister, like text my sister right now who her favorite of the core is. I bet you she'll pick Donald Duck. I guarantee you, Donald Duck had whack orange juice for one. You thought he was a sailor, and he sounded funny. Uh,
Shout
I
out
mean,
Donald Duck Orange Juice.
nah. I mean, Mickey was the leader, but I don't know.
Goofy was tight, dude.
He's kind of whack, dude. I mean, he got his own movie. I'll give him that. 2
Two.
movies. Give you that. So you're going with Goofy?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going with. For the first one, I gotta get someone to combat Clifford as a children's cartoon. I'm going with Blue from Blue's Clues.
All right.
I mean, he didn't talk either, and I know I said that about Clifford, but I mean, I watched the show briefly. He seemed like he was always picking the right stuff when Steve asked him. He's like, "Which one should I pick, Blue?" And he was like, "Burr, burr, burr." And then he would just choose one, and he was always right. And they had like the characters on the show was like a salt and pepper shaker. Um,
Isn't Blue a girl?
uh,
This is important. Not that it affects whether or not I
no, no,
make the
no. I'm
pick,
still picking. Oh, it is a
but
girl.
yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, that was like one of those things where like you just assumed because like
Because it
Magenta
was a
came
dog.
along.
We assume Blue. All right, cut this back in. We assume Blue was a boy because all dogs are probably boys and all cats are girls. So that's why we assume Blue is a boy. But I guess Blue from Blue's Clues was a girl. But they had like, I mean, basically, the foundation of a lot of children was all they knew was Nick Jr. So Blue's Clues, Little Bear, shows like that. I think Blue's Clues was super popular at the time. I think our homie thought Steve passed away or something.
He
Steve
thought
is
he thought he was in jail or something.
something like that. Steve didn't do nothing wrong. He just went to college, man. That's it. Steve went to shout out Steve, man. I don't think he did nothing wrong.
If Steve did go to jail though, free the homie Steve.
Free Steve, man. And we might need to cut this part out. Thought that he found that out from Meat Spin. I don't know if we can cut that out. Or
I think
anything.
we should leave this in, but we bleep out the name of who.
Okay,
said it.
okay, yeah. So shout out. He might come on, man. Y'all been convincing him, man. Keep hitting that boy up.
Yeah. So first off, let me just unpack that for the people who don't really know. Though, is he said he got his news and he was trying to prove to us that he got it from a reputable source by
Right.
saying it was on Meat Spin. But he was confusing Meat Spin with Deadspin, and also why the fuck
Which
would
is
he learn
also-
about? why would he learn that Steve got arrested on Deadspin? Don't believe everything you see on the internet, like
Don't.
like Goofy being a cow.
Hey. So let me just continue real quick. I'm gonna pick this one. He's not next on my list, but he's definitely someone that I want on my team, and this is gonna be related to the Roxanne one, also from a Goofy movie. I'm going with Powerline.
You know, I didn't think about Powerline.
Powerline's also a dog,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
he had Eye to Eye and Stand Out, which are both fire songs. I have a Powerline shirt somewhere. That's why. I mean, like, you can't say nothing bad about Powerline, dog, because Powerline has some absolute hits. Um, like Powerline, since it was Tevin Campbell, could actually sing. Like, there's some of these animals that have like songs and stuff, but they can't sing. But I think Powerline was dope, and I also drafted Eye to Eye on the Disney episode. Everyone go listen to that one.
Dude, you and I might like the Goofy movie.
Uh,
We are not a Goofy movie pod, but
we are not, but I mean, we just happened to bring it up in a couple podcasts. But I mean, Powerline was dope. Like, there's a lot of dogs on my list, and I Powerline's another one. Like, I don't think you thought of it, but if it came down to bidding, I think you might have bid for Powerline.
yeah, probably. All right, let me
Yep.
round out my team.
All right,
I'm gonna go Wishbone.
I had Wishbone on mine. I don't know if that was like actually a good show though. Like, I didn't. Maybe it's the age difference, but I didn't watch Wishbone unless like we played it like at school or something. And I
You
actually
act
wrote
like I mean, that's the only time I watched it. I
But
wasn't like I
was it
wasn't running
Wishbone
home
on
from school.
PBS as well?
Yeah, but I wasn't running home. I was trying to watch Cyber Chase on PBS or Zoom when they made the fruit pizza.
Shout out Zoom. Come on, Zoom.
We
And
might got
we're
to do a Zoom episode. The best characters.
Nah, I gotta go back. And Wishbone was a Jack Russell Terrier. I don't know why I had that written down, but I did.
And shout out my cousin Traven's dog Jackson. Rest in peace, Jackson. He was a Jack Russell Terrier too. But Wishbone was tight. I think it was because also though I would say like as a kid I was into like the fucking like Magic Tree House, and there was always going back in time. Did you read those books? This might be age difference again.
Mm, it sounds familiar, but I don't know if I read those ones.
Yeah,
To
it's
be
like the
honest.
brother and sister. They used to go into the treehouse and they open a book or some shit and then get transported into that time. Wishbone was like that though. It was just like that version, that but like a dog. So
Mm-hmm.
Wishbone was tight, and you see him in all the different costumes and stuff.
Yeah, Wishbone always did have costumes on. Um, I'm not mad at Wishbone. There's a lot of dogs now that I'm looking at this because there's still like a lot I want to draft. Let me just recap my starting five. And then Kendall will recap his, and then maybe we'll talk trade or something during the break. But we'll see. So I got Roxanne the dog from a Goofy movie, Slinky from Toy Story, Balto, who is a real dog but also from the Balto movie, Blue from Blue's Clues, who's a girl, and Powerline from a Goofy movie also.
All right, how many dogs do you have that stand on two legs? Just two. Just Powerline and
Just the ones from a Goofy movie, I think.
All right, my five was Buddy from Air Bud.
Uh-huh.
Then I had the Beast from Sandlot. Then I had Clifford. My first three is like there's some big ass dogs, dude.
Yeah.
I had Clifford, the big red dog, the big version, not no puppy version. Shout out his homie T-Bone too. I don't think you were gonna pick T-Bone, but
Nah.
T-Bone and Cleo. Then shout out Goofy,
Goofy's tall too.
just a good dad.
Goofy's
And
taller than
then-
me. Shout out Disneyland.
And then Wishbone. That dude is very you call yourself the historian. Like you should have probably picked Wishbone, dude.
I'm not mad at Wishbone because Wishbone might have been the only pick. Oh no, you had the Beast from. You have two dogs that were like real dogs. I think mine were just animated, except for Balto because Balto was actually real. Shout out Balto, my boy.
All right, yeah. So we are going to go into the break, and during the break, we're going to discuss whether or not we want to make trades with each other, and we'll report back when we come back from break, and then jump into free agency. I want you to take Goofy off my team.
You picked him.
He might be a bad pick, dude.
Don't try to pawn that motherfucker off on me.
I'll give you money. I will give you money to take Goofy.
just Goofy and money in just to take him.
This is like
Goofy might be what? I'll do Powerline for Cliff straight up.
it's either I get a singer or I just get a big red dog.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Really?
I have size.
Dude,
I have
it doesn't matter.
All right. Welcome back. So I told you guys we would try to make a trade since this is the first time we're bringing this in. We did make a trade during the break.
Yep.
And I have acquired. Who the fuck did I get? Oh,
Powerline.
Powerline. I acquired Powerline, who was not on my list earlier because I didn't even think about it. But I got Powerline for Clifford. So
Yeah. My thought process behind it was I wanted Clifford anyways, and I traded basically my 5th round pick for a 3rd rounder. Powerline is absolute fire, but I also had Roxanne the dog, from the same movie, so now I got some diversity a little bit. So that was my thought process behind the trade.
yeah, and I like Powerline a lot. That fool can sing. And I realized I'm trying to think about diversity too. I already got some big strong dogs. I got Buddy and the Beast. Goofy might be strong too. He just don't look like it. He might be like Gabe from The Office, just
Nah,
unsuspecting.
you just got the
Um,
perfect cast. He's a good
but I
fisherman.
now I got a dog that can sing. That's a big advantage.
Uh, yeah, maybe.
So
Um,
yeah, now let's go into free agency. We didn't trade anything else. It was just straight up one for
yeah,
one.
1 for 1, no
Um,
money. But you get
so
to nominate first.
yeah, I don't know if this one's gonna be good, dude. I'm gonna do $10 for Brian Griffin.
Um, I'm fine with it. You can have him. He was on my list, but I don't know if he was kind of whack, dude. Like
No, he
he
wasn't.
he was okay. He wasn't like
He just don't
definitely
like
wasn't
Cool
the
Whip.
he definitely wasn't the funny one on the show.
He was just like sarcastic and grumpy and stuff though. I could get with it.
All right, so yeah, so you got that one for 10. I'll give you that one. So for this next one, I'm gonna go with for $10. I'm gonna pick Spike the dog,
Fuck.
not from Rugrats, actually. Spike the bulldog from Tom and Jerry, the one that he would just be beating up on Tom. You know what I'm talking
For
about? He
how
was a
much?
bulldog for 10.
Okay, you could have
Because
that.
I know which one you're gonna pick next. So because I just gave it away.
I'm not picking that
Um
one yet.
I thought Spike real quick from Tom and Jerry. He was like a good dad. He had like a son too, and he would always like be defending him. He might be the best dad dog of all time.
Get the hell out of here. I got the best dad dog.
You better not be talking about Goofy. So Spike not from Rugrats, from Tom and Jerry. Be beating up on Tom all the time. And that was for 10 as well. So we both spent 10 so far.
All right. For $10. Oh, you got the back to back, huh?
Yeah. Um, so I'm gonna go for. I'll do another 10. I'm gonna pick McGruff, the crime dog.
Fred McGriff.
Same nickname. Uh, I'm going with you know McGruff, the crime dog, man. He stops crime. You call him, and then he'll stop it for you.
I mean, I guess you could have it.
He's a good guy. All right. So that was also for 10. So I have 80 left, and you have 90 left, but two
Oh,
to
I
go.
typed down Fred McGriff.
No, McGruff, the
Yeah,
crime
yeah,
dog.
yeah. Um. All right. Well, I'm gonna go 10 for Spike from Rugrats.
Um, I mean, I could bid, but I think you'd outbid me for it anyways. I'm fine with this. Spike was like a really good dog, though. I don't even know what kind of dog Spike was, but
Oh no, I had the Spike toy when I was a kid from the movie.
I might have had a Spike toy as well. I'm
But
not mad at Spike from Rugrats though.
Spike never really like left the house with them. I don't think. But he was like
He
Tommy's
went
best friend.
he went to the beach with him, and I think he saved him in the movie as well.
And oh yeah, he did. He did. Well, he was with Angelica. Angelica was
Oh yeah,
she
yeah,
was
you're
in
right.
her
You're right.
like her Sherlock Holmes outfit,
Uh huh.
and she was
She
like
did.
on the rollerblades.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Spike
Spike did
in
save
All
him.
Grown Up, do you remember that fool got old?
He was fat.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's sad though, kind of at the same time.
Shout out Spike.
He was like the ultimate pet though. I'm not mad at Spike.
Oh my god, a good list, dude.
So you could you went for 10.
Yep.
So this last one you pretty much get by default.
Yeah. I don't know who to get though. You might not like this pick, but I'm gonna go with $80 for Scooby Doo.
I had him on Do Not Draft.
What?
Fool's annoying, dude.
No, he solves mysteries with the mystery team.
I think he was more of holding them back than anything.
You think he's the weakest link?
Yeah,
You
like
rather
you couldn't
I'd rather have him
understand
over
him,
Shaggy.
like, yeah, but I didn't want Scooby Doo. You can have him. I'm glad you took him. He's iconic, but he's whack. The theme song was whatever.
Man, which version though?
Man, Simple Plan and Beach Boys.
Man, shout out to homie Rohan, dude.
For reals.
All right, go ahead. Pick your last one.
All right. I have a couple on my list. I'm just gonna pick this dude because you took my musician, so I need another musician on my team. I'm going with Rolf, the Muppet, because you know who I'm talking about, right?
Yep. I think about it.
Because he's like that big brown dog. I don't know. I guess he's part corgi. But he played the piano and stuff. He was super talented. Like it must be pretty hard to play the piano if you're a dog. Like you have paws and stuff instead of fingers. Like I think he's pretty talented. And I traded you my other musician, Powerline. So I'm going with Rolf the Muppet.
I might have won that trade, dude.
Who, you?
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh yeah.
You needed a lot of help, but I gifted you Powerline, but you ain't got that diversity no more.
All right, let's go ahead and just recap our teams real fast.
All right.
So I had Buddy from Air Bud, the Beast from Sandlot, aka Hercules. Shout out Hercules. Shout out Meg. Shout out Phil. Then I had Goofy and Wishbone, and then I traded Clifford for Powerline. A good pickup on my end. Add some music to my team. And then I had Brian Griffin from Family Guy, Spike from Rugrats, and then Scooby Doo, who apparently was undraftable to you. So,
Yeah. I had Roxanne the dog from a Goofy movie, Slinky from Toy Story, Balto, a real life dog, and from Balto, Blue from Blue's Clues, Clifford the big red dog in the trade for Powerline. I had Spike from Tom and Jerry, not from Rugrats, McGruff the crime dog, and Rolf from the Muppets.
oh, that shit autocorrected. I was like, who's Dolphins the Muffet?
Rolf the Muppet.
Um,
Did you have
Others?
anyone?
Oh, I had others. I got some shout outs. I don't think I was legit gonna pick them, but like shout out Dubs, the Husky mascot.
Oh, that might have been a good one for you. I'm not mad at that actually.
He's like the actual dog, not like the cheerleader dog.
Like not in a costume.
Yeah, that's Harry, Harry the Husky.
Okay,
But
I might not have been mad at either one.
Dubs is like the actual animal.
Okay.
Shout out Doug from Up
Oh, I forgot about that one. That's a good one.
with like the talking collar.
Uh-huh.
Shout out Scrappy Doo.
Scrappy's better than Scooby.
I know in hindsight I maybe should have picked Scrappy. You remember? Did you watch the actual live action movie?
The one with I know
Freddie Prinze Jr. and
yeah, and
yeah, Scrappy Pete everywhere.
Scrappy's better than Scooby.
I had Max from Goofy movie, like Goofy's son.
My sister might have picked that one early.
Dude, if I had Goofy and Max though, that could have been tight. That could have been like having the Griffey Senior, Griffey Junior.
It might have been dope if you had both of them and Powerline, and then you could do the perfect cast the whole dance. That was fire.
Let's see. I had Comet from Full House.
I had Comet.
Except that fool ran away. That one episode. They had to go all over. That was like one of the first times we ever saw them kind of like in the city, I felt like.
Yeah. Like it was like
because they found him by like they found him at like a park or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
Who else? I had Snoopy.
I had Snoopy on mine. That was the other one. When you picked Scooby Doo, I was like, maybe I should pick Snoopy because he's also iconic. But Snoopy was kind of annoying, and he didn't talk either. So,
I had the mug mascot, the root beer. that fool super brolic. He got the big ass muscles.
I'm not mad at the mug root beer.
I had the Taco Bell Chihuahua.
I had Taco Bell Chihuahua on mine too. I almost picked him, but I don't know. Taco Bell might be whack. Shout out Baja Blast.
I had Binky Barnes from Arthur.
The homie.
But
Yeah.
I thought he was meaner than he was. I remembered him to be a lot meaner, but I guess they made him nicer over time. So
Yeah. Also, Arthur had a dog. Like he just had a dog as a pet.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Actually, I should know because I am Arthur. But then the last one I had was Chip the dog from Cookie Crisp.
You might have should have picked that one. I didn't even think of that either.
That dude's a robber or a
That's a
burglar.
good one. Yeah. Oh, real quick, we forgot to say at the beginning, we weren't picking hot dog,
Oh
corn
yeah,
dog, Snoop
Snoop
Dogg.
Dogg
We're picking like actual dogs. We
or
weren't
Cat
picking just.
Dog. Did you have Cat Dog on your list?
I
You
had
might have
dog
because
from
you
Cat
tried to
Dog.
pick a Pokemon.
Evie is a dog, man. Shout out, hey, if y'all know Evie is a dog, that should have been on my team, and that could evolve into anything. I would have been fired. Um, and then so pretty much real quick, shout out to all dog mascots. I thought the Georgetown Hoya was like the coolest one, but maybe that's just because of Allen Iverson. I had Pongo, the Dalmatian man. I had Cujo because like that dude was a. If I needed a beast on my team, Cujo would
Yeah,
terrorize
Cujo
anybody.
actually scary.
Yeah, Cujo's actually scary. But you know what? Watching it as an adult, he didn't look that big, man. I think I could have got out of that car, man. Um, shout out Marley and me, Marley the dog.
That's a sad movie.
Yeah. Uh, Underdog. Shout out to Underdog. Pork Chop from Doug. He was fire. And then the last one that had that you didn't say yet was 13 kill streak dogs from Call of Duty. Monsters.
This might be our like weirdest episode yet. I will say,
Yeah,
like the
but
topic is just dogs.
dogs is so diverse though. Like there's like so many different ways you can go. Did you have a do not draft?
Nope.
All right, so I had some real quick. I'll just go through real quick. I had Scooby, which you drafted. I had Buster, who was also from Toy Story, but it was no, not Buster. Sorry, Buster was Andy's dog. Scud, that was Sid's dog, and he would terrorize all the toys. I had Ren from Ren and Stimpy. Like that show was just absolutely weird. And then I had Pluto because I don't want Pluto on my team because Mickey always made him stay home when him and Goofy went golfing and stuff. So those were my do not drafts. I'm happy with my team. Uh, first ever trade. Um, on the Winning Rotation podcast.
And I will say right now, just to be completely honest, the reason we even decided to do trades today and make things a bit more different is just because like there is another podcast that does something similar. All Fantasy Everything, go listen to them. They've been doing this for much longer than us. We were not actually aware that that was a thing until I was just like doing some research and trying to find it. But it's dope.
Right.
It's dope that there's another podcast that does this. Has been doing it at like a high level. So for me, it's like I don't like to do stuff that doesn't really add value or anything, bring anything new to the table. So for us, it's like, you know, free agency was already something that made us different. But trading too, I think will make things a bit more interesting. So
Right.
yeah, we're gonna keep on experimenting because we don't want to make content that's like redundant, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would agree. We're not out here trying to copy anybody. We're just trying to do our own thing. That's all I got to say about that. And that's all I got to say for the podcast, I guess, today.
Yeah, weird episode. Our topic was just dogs.
Yep. Shout out all dogs out there.
All dogs go to heaven.
Yep. Oh, that might have been a good one. Yeah, it's Shampoo McTavish signing off.
What I say mine was? Oh yeah. The Jew friend man. Hey, shout out Banana Ketchup. All right, peace out.
Peace.